Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the BCW Rampage pre-show talk show. We are going to be live in just 30 minutes to give you an awesome and amazing show here tonight in Oakland, California. First I want to say is thank you for being here with us tonight. Thank you for being here with us at Bound for Greatness. Thank you for being with BCW for the last 14 years. Very much appreciated. A company that began in 2011 is now here and continuing to go even stronger. So what we are going to do right now is we're going to talk about tonight's show with the matches. But first, before we get into that, I want to touch base on the ending of Night 2 of Bound for Greatness that took place in the Motor City. Now, Rob Anderson going into the main event of Bound for Greatness number 9, going against a man who has made incredible history with the BCW Global Heavyweight Championship. Now, Cassidy Dreams, if you guys don't know who that man is, he began out in JTV. He's a great competitor, very tough, very strong. He debuted in BCW, and we had the first ever Rumble match that took place on Rampage. And what these guys did not know when they were competing in that Rumble, they all thought that they were going to be competing to main event Bound for Greatness of that year. Now, Cassidy Dreams being the final man left in the ring, he was presented with the BCW Global Heavyweight Championship, and that marked the beginning of his historic reign here in BCW, where his reign went for 1,315 days. It's absolutely incredible. We had a superstar here in BCW who made very much like the same history with the BCW Championship, and that man is the legendary Great D. Now, the Great D, who was a man that came from CAW Champions League. God bless and rest in peace, Eddie Mack. He made history here in BCW by being the longest reigning BCW champion and being the only superstar, along with Nathan Vaz. I know y'all remember Nathan Vaz. These two men main evented Bound for Greatness 4 years in a row. They were in the main event every year because it just led that way. These guys in the beginning of BCW were the workhorses of the company, and they earned that right to create that type of history, and it's amazing. The Great D, he is definitely an ambassador here in BCW. He's representing the brand. He's out there. The man is being him. He's being the legendary Great D. But it just goes to show it takes a certain type of man to be a legendary superstar in this type of business, and it takes the heart, the strength, the will, the determination just to be on top. So now I'm going to switch back to Bound for Greatness now, right? Rob Anderson, who's a tough competitor, coming from KCW, Court Wrestling. He's a different type of man. Like, I seen this guy in the ring so many times for the last 2 years. He has the heart, he has a drive, he has a determination, and with these two guys, Rob Anderson, and also Cassidy, Dreams, meeting around this time last year where they had their match, and Rob almost came close to defeating him. Having it Rob versus Cassidy Dreams #2, and for it to go down in the hometown of Cassidy was just amazing. But so after the match, Rob Anderson out there, he's trying to get in all, he's trying to get in all the glory and all that stuff. And then right when he's trying to do that, the music hits for the returning Trey Kakoa, the leader, the founder of Punk's Not Dead faction. He's been out for quite some time with an injury. Finally got back, and he wanted to make his presence known. It was unclear if he was aiming to go after the World Heavyweight Championship. It's just unknown at this time. And then Cassidy walking back up the ramp and looking Trey Kakoa right in his face, and then moments afterwards, we heard two gunshots, and the cameras quickly went to the back, and it showed that our BCW president, Craig Mack, got shot, and people in the back were calling for an ambulance and all this other stuff. Been reported that Craig Mack made it to the hospital, had the surgery. He's in a coma. He's been in a coma, not responding. Don't know what's going on with that. We don't have the information all at this time of what's going on, with that. And we're just hoping that Craig Mack will be able to make it out. Will be able to come back alive, be able to open up his eyes and stuff like that. So, but what's going to be the main focus for tonight is going to be the beginning of the European Championship Tournament. Now, we have members of the Rampage brand and also the Mayhem brand that is going to be involved in the European Championship Tournament. And tonight we're gonna have two matches to represent Rampage. So we are going to have Trey Kakoa versus his opponent was originally supposed to be Prime, but he's having some traveling issues right now, so he had to get pulled. So Cody Gentry will be his opponent now. So it'll be Trey Kakoa versus off against Cody Gentry. And then we have Justin Massacre versus Triple Daniels to represent the Rampage side. Now the superstars that will be representing Mayhem will be announced after tonight's event. Right now the BCW is pretty much in the hands of just about anybody who's on the board for BCW and stuff like that. We know that Craig's brother, Jeff Sylvia, is kind of the next person to take reign. We know that Jeff and Craig have been having their own personal beefs and stuff like that, so we don't know what's happening. We don't know the information of the beef. We don't know the information of who did what. But that's going to be the main focus tonight of the European Championship Tournament beginning tonight. The winners of the two matches tonight will go on to face each other, and then the winners are the ones that are left standing from both sides will meet at Summerfest, and will compete for the European Championship and will be crowned the European champion. So that's that. The next match that I want to talk about is a triple threat match. It's an Extreme Rules. We have the Savage one, John Robb, taking on Jay Mercer, and then also versing off against the newly signed and debuting superstar Spike Ryan. Spike Ryan, he got signed a few weeks ago. He's a part of WSW. He was on the live event tour over in San Jose. He made his debut. He won his match. Then we got Jay Mercer, who's been a part of BCW for the last year and a half. And then we got John Robb, who is representing Texas. Going to be in this match too, so this match will definitely be a banger, and I am looking forward to it, and waiting to see who's going to come out on top and what type of carnage is going to happen. So yeah, I believe for that match, that match is going to be tough. We got a new guy in there who's making his debut, Spike. Then we got Jay Mercer with the quickness and the speed, and then we got John Robb, who has the toughness and the strength. I'm gonna go with speed. I'm probably gonna have to say Jay. I'm probably gonna say Jay Mercer's gonna win. Just due to the fact that you need speed in order to be able to maintain inside of a triple threat match, whatnot. So I could be wrong, but we'll see. And then for the European Championship tournament matches, Justin Massacre, Triple Daniels, both superstars are tough, are great. That one I'm unsure of. I'm gonna go with probably Massacre on this one, possibly. He is returning. He's been away for quite some time, but Daniels has been doing his thing everywhere else. So, and then Trey Kakoa versus off against Cody Gentry. These two guys have been in recent tournaments in the past for BCW, and they work well together. That one I'm unsure of. Trey Kakoa is coming back. It'd be nice to see him win to try to get something going for him. But Cody Gentry is a former tag champion. He is a tough guy to try to beat. So I just want to say that one's a toughie. I'm in the middle on that one. I don't have an answer on that one, but yeah. So we do have a match that I am interested in, is the BCW Internet Championship match. Now, this matchup is gonna have the current champion, Jack Graves, defending against a former BCW champion, Eli Harris. Now, Eli, he dropped his title at Bound for Greatness 9 to PND member Jeffrey Albritton. He lost his match in some very awkward, weird type of fashion. Eli Harris, he got betrayed. He got screwed. Since the year before, Saeed has been helping Eli, trying to help beat Jeffrey Albritton or get him out of his life. Since this last year, Eli Harris won the BCW Championship at BCW 100 last year, around the end of March. And then at Bound for Greatness, Saeed came out and Eli thought he was going to help him out, but he got screwed, and he just literally took out Eli. So now we got Eli versus off against Jack for the Internet Championship here tonight. These two men were talking to each other in the locker room. They were talking mad. Like mad to trash. So tonight, will we see a fair fight, or will we see the interference again from Saeed? I mean, if I was Eli, I wouldn't even be trying to pay attention to even trying to go for a belt right now. Like, I'll be handling business and trying to figure out what the hell happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be going up to Saeed, and I'll be like, hey, bro, like, you know, like, you have a problem with me? Let's go in the ring. You know what I mean? But hey, so we got that match tonight. Eli Harris versus the Internet Champion Jack Graves, 1-on-1. We have a fatal 4-way women's contenders match. So this matchup is going to feature Amelia Black, Allison Smith, Hannah Gibbs, and also Sylvia Knight. The winner here will punch their ticket to Summerfest to go against Britt Graves, who is the current BCW Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Fatal 4-way. Again, Extreme Rules. Anything goes. The winner will punch their ticket. For this match, we got Allison Smith making her debut. Amelia Black, who made her debut back at Bound for Greatness. She was signed a few months ago. Hannah Gibbs is the vet in this matchup here from BCW, and then you got Sylvia Knight. I mean, it's tough, and also at the same time, it's like, who do you go for, really? Honestly, I gotta go with probably Amelia Black is gonna win this match. Maybe. Possibly Hannah Gibbs. I don't see the newcomer Allison Smith winning this, but it's not possible. So my vote is either Amelia Black or Hannah Gibbs is going to punch their ticket to face off against Britt Graves for the BCW Women's World Heavyweight Championship. So yeah, we got tag team action. That is going to be between the newcomers, the American Hounds, Christian Cross and Orion Atlas, taking on the Insiders, Damian Porter and Eric Blackwell, in tag team action. Eric Blackwell, former Combat Heavyweight Champion, dropped his title to Insidious at Bound for Greatness. Damian Porter and him have been tag partners throughout almost every E-Fed that's out there. And the American Hounds. Now, I seen the American Hounds all up in action. They were at the BCW Performance Center. They got speed, power, up agility. They have the right vibe and things like that. It's there. Damian Porter, Eric Blackwell, these guys are beasts. These guys are monsters. These guys don't give a fuck who's in their way. They will take you down. And they have been undefeated. So, this is going to be a tough one. Who I think is going to win? You know what? I don't even know. I can't even make a decision on that one because I just don't know. Both teams are great. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna put it down for you guys right here tonight up in Oakland. And yeah, we also have the Chasing the Case winner, Buster Anderson, who holds the briefcase, where he can challenge for any championship in BCW. He is going to be here tonight. He's going to be in the middle of that ring on the mic. He won that match back at Bound for Greatness. Very good win there. I know he's eyeing the BCW National Championship. Jim Jackson is his target, and we're gonna try and see what he has to say about it. So tonight, the enforcer is gonna be in the middle of the ring on the mic with some words to say, and we're gonna figure out what that is. Oh, and also the BCW World Heavyweight, the BCW Global Heavyweight Champion Rob Anderson is gonna be in the middle of the ring. He's gonna be beginning off the top of the show. Maybe to talk about his win, maybe to address the whole Trey Kakoa thing. I have no idea. But we got that word earlier tonight, and that's going to happen there. And then the main event, Rob Anderson is in the main event. Don't know who he's facing off against. We heard that he wants somebody from Punk's Not Dead in the main event. Rumor has it it's going to be Brandon Cuevas of the group. He's the muscle, so we don't know. But I just got to go back around again and say, like, you know, for a guy like Rob Anderson to defeat a man like Cassidy Dreams, to bring down a 1,315-day reign is absolutely fucking incredible. You know, it's just, how do you stop a man that defeated somebody who made so much history in BCW? So now it's gonna be interesting to see who is gonna have the balls, who's gonna have the courage to face off against Rob Anderson now, and to give him some type of competition. Because if I know one thing, for him to get interrupted by a man of the likes of Trey is eyeballing for that title. So if my advice to the new BCW Global Heavyweight Champion, don't you sleep on Trey Kakoa, because he is a great in-ring competitor, and when he wants something, he will go after it, and he will get it. That's why he's called so many things in this industry, and he's coming for the gold. But I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to be live in about 5 minutes. Please head to your seats, get whatever you need, drinks, food, whatever. Please, we're about to go live in 5 minutes here in Oakland, California, for BCW Rampage 106. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here with us on the pre-show. Please head to your seats, and please enjoy the action. Hit the like, hit the button, smash it up. Please do whatever you got to do. BCW is coming your way in 5 minutes.